Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Rhyme of the Times for the week ending 3rd of June 2023. More trouble for this morning as Phil's fans are still fawning but critics are scorning. AI warning as its dangers are dawning. India mourning and Erdogan sworn in. A sunny afternoon on the cusp of June. The mood is shattered by opinions of doom. The destruction of humankind could come soon. Not the thoughts of some conspiracist loon, but the views of those with knowledge and insight, shared on the Centre for AI Safety website. Many AI scientists and notable figures signed a statement to quell the cynical sniggers of the naysayers who say this is alarmist, urging for perspective and a little more calmness, saying the merits will negate the fears in time. Quite a few of these experts refused to sign. But those that did include the godfather of AI. When he quit Google a month ago, he had explained why. Dr. Geoffrey Hinton's reasons weren't airy-fairy. The dangers of AI chatbots are quite scary. AI for a long time has been having much more data and facts than human brains can store. But when it comes to reasoning, it ain't so clever. But that situation will not last forever. And when it can reason, the world might just fret. Inaction now is something we might regret. An AI robot with reason could take control once a human has outlined the intended goal. AI's progress might now be an unstoppable force, so we must think about who has access to the source. If a crazed despot gets the AI golden goose, the eggs could be put to terrible use. An apocalyptic chain of events let loose, with masses of people controlled and abused. Human brains cannot yet quite visualize the full existential threat in nature or size. Soon AI itself may know it better than us, and that's the point when we'll understand all the fuss. Maybe too late. By then human brains enfeebled by underutilization by so many people. Our memory dissolved a little more each day, with everything we ever need just one click away. With voice recognition tech ever more abundant, human interaction will become more redundant. In March, Elon Musk and others had conceded that a pause in AI's progress was what was needed. Now Geoffrey Hinton is hinting at the same. Don't ignore AI dangers when thinking of its gains. He forecasts the most likely way the human race will die is from a pandemic, nuclear war, or, you've guessed it, AI. For the 17th time this May, bombs rained on Kyiv. The purpose for this is hard to conceive. If it is to have Ukraine's spirit broken, the Kremlin terrorists must surely be joking. Soon afterwards, Moscow itself was struck. An early morning drone attack made Muscovites duck. Complacency replaced with what the... Was this Ukraine again trying its luck? That was the message the Kremlin projected, a notion the Ukrainians flatly rejected. On Thursday came more Schofield scandal residue, as Phil gave a tell-all BBC interview. Pip admitted having an affair at ITV with a This Morning young male employee. The boy was 15 when they met, but Phil swore that he may have lied to cover up, but he did not break the law. This chat with Amal Rajan was, of course, full of an emotion-filled Phil being so remorseful. Cynics, though, saw the exercise as palliative. Schofield just trying to reclaim the narrative. while supporters, seeing him shaking like a leaf, rallied round the presenter with deathless belief. As hints of grooming caused some people to freak out and rumours of a toxic culture leaked out, the independent television station decided to launch its own investigation. On Thursday, the 4 p.m. deadline was passed for the lawyers to get the things for which they had asked, namely anything the Cabinet Office has for the COVID inquiry, diaries, emails, all that jazz. And while Boris had turned all cavalier, Rishi was like an alcoholic caught with a beer. The former PM said hand everything over. The current one was less keen to give full disclosure. In the end, Johnson unilaterally acted, handing over his personal WhatsApps unredacted. But their purpose is somewhat self-defeated by a lot of stuff being forever deleted. He'd changed his phone so can only provide data for May 2021 and any time later. Convenient for Boris because it has meant he has nothing to submit for 2020. And so to 3 stories from the foreign news lines. India had its worst train crash since 1999. In Odisha state, which saw 3 trains collide, over 800 were injured. Nearly 300 died. In Colorado, President Biden stumbled. Over a sandbag he inelegantly tumbled. He was at an Air Force graduation when he fell. He was quickly helped to his feet and all was well. But eyebrows were raised, as with all such incidents, and many will not be filled with great confidence. At the next election he'll be nearly 82. Can another 4-year term really come true? And finally, to Recep Erdogan and his Turkish delight. The president on Sunday won his 2nd round fight. 5 more years in charge after an election so tight.